welcome back. I'm Blake. I'm here with another tutorial or lesson, I should say. Since you now that you have mastered your first notes, which I hope most of y'all have by now, with the puckering technique, I'm going to teach y'all how to play several notes with repetitions on beats, especially with more than one note at a given time. Say like you're playing the same note twice, which is a blow instead of a draw. Say blow, then like it's the same note, which is C. And you want to play your repetition C. You go using one breath of air, but you're also controlling. You can control it with your tongue. Now, to tongue the notes, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is either say da or ta, like with a T, or do D da with a D, or you can do T or D sometimes. If you hear that, but if you actually can use both, because using both is actually recommended for me. I recommend that the most because you can actually change the articulation of the note just by putting a little bit more extra oomph by saying ta. But if you say da, it's more legato. So if you can hear that. Now, when you now, this is their first. So playing several notes at once, I would recommend trying this again across the board with just blow. So go. Just like that. And it's like a little miniature arpeggio with sequence notes like that. And then you do that with all draws. And I'll teach you how to do slurs a little bit later. But this is how you articulate the notes. So just go. And sometimes you can also go like this, like a little arpeggio, which is 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So basically, you're playing straight blow notes. Let me give you from your 4th, 5, 6, and 7. So it's basically which is your high C. And you can do that with just tonguing the notes again using da or ta. So the same thing. The when you say da or ta, make sure that your tongue is hitting the roof of your mouth. Right about there. Right about where your upper gum is, where your teeth and your gum is. You don't have to be all the way in the back. That would be a little bit weird, so it makes a little forceful control of air. If you're using the 3-hole play 4 technique that I mentioned earlier, that I am not going to demonstrate because I have no experience on that whatsoever because I learned on the pucker technique, you will actually articulate just by moving your tongue over the 3 extra holes sometimes. But you can still tongue it. I would recommend going to other places. There's other YouTube channels out there that probably explain the 3-hole method a little bit better, but majority of people today use the pucker technique, which is a little bit easier. So I didn't explain that in my first video. I'll go back and explain that later, probably. So, so like you're doing your notes. That's another type of arpeggio. Well, not arpeggio, I think, but I may be correct. I may stand corrected. But you can also change notes on a blow by changing the notes without tonguing, which is just one breath. You can just not even tongue at all, but tonguing actually helps improve sometimes, especially when you're doing later on when you learn how to play cross harp and bends. I'll go into the details about those later. But It helps you control that airflow. Something like that. Playing different types. And basically, that's all you do is just keep that up, practice it, go on. Then when you're done practicing that, and you get your first note down, your first series of notes down, and rhythms. See, that's how you control rhythms as well. Which I'm not going into detail about rhythms. You can just hear it by itself. I'm not going to big deal about theory, but I would pretty much sit there and practice your first note, and then your second notes together, like that, in sequence, and practicing articulating before going on to the next step, and which is going to be the next video, which is going to be your first scale. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope I'll see you there. If you like this video, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more and see the next video ahead. And I'll keep posting, and I'll see you guys later.